people are like, why is Maguire actually starting for United? Seems like
because
he's the
he
cause for all the
because they
goals they are
paid.
conceding recently. So is it because he's the captain or what exactly?
No,
Why?
no, no. I know you mentioned Josh. I know you mentioned Josh, but it's because they paid 80 million and they don't want the world to feel like they paid 80 million for a soccer. But if we're being honest, it's that time the man starts sitting on the bench. Did I lie?
I
Exactly.
mean,
People are
for
like, come
it's
on.
100% for sadly as it is, I would have to agree 100% with Henry there. So it's stunning. It's God. It's um uh I'm trying to think of a decent center back in EPL. There's this guy that I like. He plays for Aston Villa. There was a couple matches he came in for England. When
Ings?
Maguire was out. Ings, yeah. Mings, yeah.
Mings, my
Means,
fault.
yeah,
Mings.
Yeah,
Mings.
yeah.
means, yeah.
Man, Maguire. So here's the thing. I think even when we bought him before the last Euros, you know, yeah, it was topsy turvy. It was a slow start, and then it was decent. And then he had that issue with the trying to bribe an official in I think it was in Greece or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah, when he got in
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah. And then the Euros came, and I don't know what's going on with Maguire. I'll just be honest with you. I never really rated him. We would have banters on our gaming group where many of my United friends were comparing Maguire to Van Dijk. I never did that. And I wanted him to do well, especially because of how much we paid for him. Right
Now, did
now,
you did you did you guys watch him play when he was at Leicester?
yeah, I did
Because
personally.
if we're being honest, okay, if you really watched him play while he was at Leicester, you realize that the likes of Soyeon Chu were the one busting their butts for
Yeah.
Leicester,
I agree. I
and then you
agree.
had
So you was
Evans,
yeah.
Evans who was trying to make a name for himself because of the way that United kicked him out.
Whatever. I'll
Yes,
take Evans back over Maguire, and that's
too late to
that's saying.
cry.
I know that's
Uh,
saying something because I think to your question, the captain band it talks about how spineless Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is because I
is
don't think there's any rule in any handbook that says a manager cannot just choose
but
or decide
who
and
on
say
your team right now deserve to put on that captain band?
Bruno Bruno
Ronaldo.
you know
Oh, I was
if
thinking you're
it's
gonna say Ronaldo.
no, I was just gonna say no. I was gonna say if it's so obvious and people are gonna like roll their
But
eyes, people like Henry, people like Henry might say, oh, of course it's too obvious. You're gonna give it to Ronaldo. Why Ronaldo? Well, give it to Bruno
No,
then.
I didn't even think about that. I mean, there's no one. I
You
wouldn't
know,
give it to Ronaldo, and I don't think Ronaldo would want that shitty job anyways. Excuse my language, but Bruno
you
is
know
not is on the field. Is he
who would
adds to United
who
as a
would you
team,
who
but
would you
he's
give
not
it
a
to if you took it
leader
off
like
Maguire?
that.
Who would you give it to if you took it off Maguire?
I mean, the hair, your goalie,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hair, your
yeah.
goalie. I mean, Bruno is not. He's a great player. He's good, not better than anybody on my City's midfield, but but he's not a leader in terms of telling everybody like let's go
No, I
like
disagree. I think he is. I think he is. I follow this guy strongly. I think he's a very vocal voice,
you see
and I
when we give Diaz when we give Diaz the captain band, you can see he moves everybody. You do this. He even tell the likes of KDB who've already they made their name before him, the likes of Aguero was telling them what to do, like do this, do that. Do you think someone like Bruno can tell Ronaldo?
man, for all I care, they should take that captain bad off Maguire and give it to Greenwood. I don't care. Maguire is not a captain. It's not a captain. And I think you've made a very fine point in your question. To be honest, I do not think that Maguire is still being played because he's wearing a captain band. But I don't. Maguire is not a captain. Even on Maguire's good days when he was performing very well, he was never really that captain breed. And how
Yeah,
some
it was an
effort
okay player.
came from Leicester. Yeah, an okay player, an effort came from Leicester to United and then became a captain. It's mind-boggling if you ask me.
That's not done. That's not
Okay.
done.